John, sitting right here. Sitting right here, the man himself. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good, good.
How are you?
Great, great. It's a pleasure to sit here and talk with you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I have a lot of history that is stored up there. And with so many people playing the Hammond organ and with the jazz flair and the jazz feel, some things I just need to ask you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hope I can help you. Give you
I'm sure
give
you
you
can.
the right answer.
I'm sure you can. Being the father of Joey, sometimes when Joey plays, do you hear where he's going before he goes?
Man. No. I used to be able to tell, like, okay, he's going here now. With his dynamics, I could tell.
Okay.
But where he's going, only one man knows where Joey's going when he's playing.
Okay. I understand that. I understand that. We talked with him earlier, and he said some great things about yourself and being raised up. And
did he really?
yeah.
He's a good kid.
And how the music that was played in the household, and how he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
He wanted to do it. How did it make you feel in seeing him walk in those footsteps coming up as a child?
It was, when he started, he was only like 4 years old, playing the piano. But he was into, like, did he tell you Fats Domino and all? I had to take him down here to the Dell. He was obsessed with Fats Domino. Yeah. So we took him down there to see Fats and R&B. But there was always music in the house of some sort, mostly organ music.
Yes, he mentioned the B3. Yeah.
There was a B3 in the house.
Now, you play, okay, and you inspired him to play. Who inspired you?
My dad.
Your dad?
My dad was a musician.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a horn player. Played all the reeds.
Okay. And you never wanted to play horn, or do you play horn also?
I played trumpet.
You played trumpet too?
For a long time.
Okay.
But who inspired me on the organ?
Yes.
Jimmy Smith. 18 years old, man. I went to a concert to see a bunch of other people. Jimmy Smith was there. And it got snow. I was from Buffalo, New York. Yeah, Niagara Falls originally. We went to Buffalo. The place got snowed up. And there was only Jimmy Smith there and Dave Brubeck. And when Jimmy played, man, I was done. I heard that organ. It was so spiritual. I don't know what it
turned your life around. Huh?
Turned me. Oh yeah, it definitely turned my life around. And then I was obsessed. I had to get an organ. I didn't get one until I got married. I got married in 63, 62. Boy, she knew I made that mistake. And she bought me my first. It was a Hammond.
It was a Hammond.
It was a Hammond, but I was already like listening to everything I could listen to on organ, going to all the clubs. At that time, man, every club that was downtown or anywhere had an organ.
Yeah.
I saw everybody. Been to everybody's ears. It was fun.
Did anyone ever chase you off the organ?
No.
No?
You know what? No, not yet. It's never too late. You mean like because...
while you were growing up and you were trying to get it together?
No, I got more help. Man. I'll tell you, it was a real big help with Jack McDuff.
Really?
There was a place in Buffalo called the Pine Grill. They used to bring in all the organ acts, and I went up and talked to him. He made me sit next to him when he was on the set playing, and I remember the tune, Satin Down.
Can you play something?
And he was, sure. And he was showing me what to do and the techniques, do this, do that, do that, That's funny, I played it. Yeah, man. And while he's up there playing it, in fact, George Benson was his guitar player.
Oh, okay.
And Red Holloway was the horn player. Joe Dukes was my favorite all-time drummer. And I'm up there, man, I'm a wreck. And everybody thinks, I'm sitting next to him while he was playing this and showing me, here's the bass, here's what you have to do. And he's talking, playing. You got that so easy? Yeah, Jack, I got you.
Yeah, I got it. Right. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And you remember that?
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Wow.
And that was 40 years ago.
Wow. Wow. It's amazing how the gateway of the mind opens up and captures things that your heart kind of embraces.
You know what? What really makes the story good, man? About 8-9 years ago, we were doing things together in Pittsburgh. We were doing organ jams, me, Jack McDuff, Gene Ludwig, Joey. And twice a year we'd go up there and do a jam. And when I told him the story, he remembered who it was.
You remember?
Yeah, he remembered.
That's incredible.
He said, "No, John." I said, "Yeah, Jack, it was me." He goes, "No, it wasn't.
No
You were
way."
just a little skinny guy." That's what he said.
Wow.
He was a character, though. He was a great guy. Yeah.
Well, jazz has always been a part of your life.
Yeah, forever.
Okay? Jazz forever.
Forever. I can't remember when I
You got a
was.
T-shirt, jazz forever.
You know what? I'm going to get one.
Jazz
Yeah,
forever.
jazz. I can't remember when I wasn't playing it or listening to it. Rhythm and blues, jazz.
It's a music that's kind of freestyle, free-hearted. And do you play as it comes to you? Just play it. Is it written out where someone can go, "Oh, how you do this," or you just?
No, I just play
It just flows.
Yeah, it just. You remember we were talking about earlier? About
Yeah.
That's true. It depends. Like some days I get up there and everything's so working so good, and you're going, "Wow, man!" Look at that." And sometimes you get up there and it takes like 2 or 3 tunes before you even know where you're at.
Yeah, it's cloudy. You know, it's like.
You know, what
it's like,
happened,
can't
man? You get
together
off the
today.
set and go, "Wow, what happened?"
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's spiritual. I don't care what anybody says. The organ's a spiritual instrument.
It really is. It's a spiritual instrument because it gives so much feel, you know. And I often say it's because the person is playing it, you know, because it can vary from one person to the next.
Oh yeah.
One person to the next.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. What about these guys?
Incredible.
They're all dangerous.
Incredible. And, you know, I've been run over all day by them, you know.
They're unbelievable.
I may not ever touch an organ again.
No, I mean, 2 of us.
With the technology that's out there,
Mm-hmm.
and you've been playing for a long time, how do you face it?
I try the new stuff like this. This is a nice box right here. DeFrancesco, it's good organ. I try the new stuff. I don't like all of it.
You like
There are,
yourself?
yeah, there are a few out there, man. They tried it, but it didn't happen.
They tried it, yeah. That's incredible too, because I've sat down to some and got up.
Did you play this?
Yeah, I sit down to this, I don't want to get
Oh,
up.
warm. This is really warm.
That makes a difference. It makes a
Very,
difference.
and these are pretty hip too.
Yeah. Now, I ask this question often, you know, with the younger crowd that's coming up. What's some of the things that you see in them that maybe shouldn't be there as musicians?
As a musician,
Yes.
you mean like what the young kids are listening to and stuff?
Yeah, or how they're being nurtured and developed.
Developed. They're not being nurtured and developed in
Okay.
music.
Okay.
Like when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
It was different. Everything on the radio was happening. Really, you can turn. Then nowadays it's a difference, man. I can't even think of how wide the spectrum is. The kids just, it's money, you know. Instead of playing everything for the kids or trying to educate, we used to have music appreciation classes, and and they would show us all the music. I mean, it wasn't like. So you at least you can make an opinion. They can't have. I mean, there's no opinions. And I'm not knocking any of the music as long as there's music involved. Some of the music today, there's no music involved.
No music, it's just
No.
sampling and just
Right.
stuff that's
And it's-
computerized.
And I don't call that music, and I don't understand how they can give Grammys for that. Well, I'm going to be in big trouble. You guys better make sure this stuff.
It's the truth. It's the truth. You know, it's just,
And they don't show the music, like even with the Grammys now. They don't have bands on there like they used to. You remember Miles would play, and who's the guy from Cuba? Sandoval,
Arturo Sandoval.
Toro. He would be on, or at least they would showcase some, music, some jazz bands.
Well, you know, the reason for some of it is because everything's tracked because of time-wise.
Time.
Because get you on, get you off, commercial break.
Yeah.
You know. And
I'm not
things of
knocking the
nature.
music because
Yeah.
I don't want to knock it. As long as they're doing something constructive, our kids. As long as they're, it's something. Sooner or later, if they're out there listening, and they're sampling good stuff. They're sampling all the jazz stuff.
Yes, they are.
A lot of it.
Yes, they are.
So I mean, it'll come around. It'll come back around. It's just they don't give the kids a shot, man. These video games.
I think that's the problem. They're not giving them a fair shot because so many schools have taken music out of the school totally. And
Totally.
some kids think only music only comes out the radio. They don't know that it's actual person playing.
Right. They
Yeah.
think it's what do you call it?
Computerized,
computerized.
fudged and forged.
Yeah,
And
man.
a lot of them don't realize or don't get the opportunity to see people playing it.
Playing.
To
That's
want
the
to do it.
deal. I played at a club just on Saturday nights for about 4.5 years. But when we weren't traveling or out in Westchester. And you got to see the young people that were coming up from the school, I guess. Never heard, man, they kept calling like, what kind of piano is that, man? I said, that's not a piano, it's an organ. Organ? Well, where's the bass player? I hear a bass player, stuff like that. And finally, man, there was, when we started there was nobody there. Finally, they were just curious. The kids would come in, they were horn players, or guitar. If you could come on up, man, I let them play and stuff. That's the way you do it. You got to share it, man. And that's how I learned too, jam sessions. Sunday afternoon matinees. When I was younger, I'm 65. I'm talking like an old dude, huh?
65 is a great age.
And that's how I learned. They used to have Sunday afternoon matinee jam sessions up where I'm from. They probably did that everywhere. I remember going to New York and seeing it too.
That's on one-on-one. That's when it's really, when the rubber meets the road, you can feel someone else playing. And it really inspires people.
And they would tell you if you weren't playing, do this, do that. You
Yeah.
can't do this.
Next. Next. Great. Well, I'm so glad you could talk with us this afternoon.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad. And I want to just say something about my son Joey. You know how he plays and everybody loves him. He's a good kid too. He's a good son.
That's great.
And I have 2 other children.
Okay. Do you play also?
My son Johnny's a guitar player.
Okay.
And right now he's activated. He's in the Air National Guard.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But he's and my daughter, she used to play, but she don't play anymore.
Oh,
But she gave me 3 beautiful grandchildren. With that.
there you go. Would you like to close us out with something?
Yeah, I can do some Jimmy Smith. That's a Sonny Rollins. Little blues.